Hello again guys, and today we're going to be doing a quick video of making the HUD for you guys. It's going to be a very simple HUD, it's not going to be using UMG or anything, it's just going to be a very basic one, and this is just so we can get the gem count or your mushroom counts on the screen, and so we can visually see it rather than it just being on a print string. So the first thing that I want you guys to do is I want you to go or locate your player BP. So mine's inside Hammergill, and I'm going to open that up. It's going to open a new window, and on the left you can see the components that we've currently got, and we're going to add 3 new components. Well, I'm going to add 3 new, you can add 2, or the first one that is needed will be a render text. Just type in render, text render, and I'm going to call this gem UI, all caps apparently. Okay. And I'm going to parent that gem UI to the camera. Okay, so this, if we go to the viewport, it's just going to be a text that we're going to attach to the camera that will update with what score the player's got. Just flip that, 180, just raise it above our head. Oh, not yet, there we go. I do hopefully have some coordinates that we'll be able to put into here, so that it will make everything a lot easier, because the camera is quite far away and it's very fiddly, but you want to try and get this text as close to the camera as you can, and you're going to want to keep going back and forward in between to your game to check to see where's the best location. So it's a bit fiddly, but the text I'm just going to have put as 0 per default. I'm changing the left to center. I'm going to change this to text center as well. Okay, and I'm also going to change the color to yellow. So the coordinates hopefully will work perfectly. Our location, we want to be 18. We want this, the Y, to be -15, and we want the Z to be 6. Compile, save, and with it selected, I just press F. Hopefully it's in a good place in front of the camera. So if I press play, it's a big 0. So what we'll do is we'll shrink the world size down to about 8. Compile, save. Press play, and we're getting a bit closer. So this is what I mean by having a fiddle around. It's just trying to get it looking as good as you can. And then maybe move it down a little bit. Yeah, that's good for now. So now we've got a 0 on the screen, and that's how many gems we've got, and if we pick up gems, that's not doing anything at the moment. Okay, so if we go to our event graph, we're going to want to make a new custom event, and this one is going to be called update HUD. So when this event is called, it's going to trigger the set text to update, and then that will change the text on the screen to represent whatever gem count we've got. So in order to do that, I'm going to drag off the gem, bring it in, drag off it, and I'm just going to do set text. I'm going to get our gem count, and we want to do text int, and we're just going to plug that in, and that is basically it. So we'll plug that in, comment this, so this is a very quick way of getting the HUD to work and update. So if we save that, So if we press play now, you'll notice that the HUD's still not updating. That's because we need to actually call update HUD within the collectible blueprint. So if we go to our collectible blueprint, we've already casted to the player blueprint here. So all I'm going to I'm just going to drag off, type in update HUD, and we're going to call that. So now, whenever we pick up a gem, not only are we picking it up, we're going to update our HUD, and then we will destroy the actor. Put that in there. So if I press play now, hopefully when I pick up gems, yeah, it's updating. So our HUD is updating in the top left, so we've now got 3 gems. So that's the basics of it, and that's all you really need to do. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my assets, to models, find a crystal. I'll go with crystal 1. Go back to the play PP, and I'm just going to add static mesh crystal, crystal HUD, and then I'm also going to attach this to here, to the camera. If I go to the viewports, I'll be able to see it. This is obviously going to be far too big, so I'm just going to have a guess at scales 0.03, and I'm just going to copy the location of the text. So if I right click on the location, copy, go to my HUD, and then I'm going to paste it so it will fly up to the camera. And this is also a very fiddly bit, and you're just going to play about with it. Just going to guess there, compile, save, and press play. So you see we're just off to the left, but it just eventually would give a nice background to the number. So yeah, now I've got a gem that's on screen with the number, and then if it updates, the number's going to go up. You can obviously be a bit more fancy with this if you wanted to. Right click, duplicate, crystal HUD 2. I'm going to move this one down a little bit, rotate it that way, compile, save. Yeah, so now I've got 2 gems, and that is basically all you need to do to make our HUD. It's a very simple HUD. We did that on purpose so that everyone will be able to do it. If you want to be a bit more adventurous with your HUDs, you go for it. So we just collect this now. Gonna pay the guy. Thanks for the gems. We paid the gems and it's not updated, and that will be because in our NPC character, in the quest giver, just after here, we're going to want to update the HUD as well here, because it would have taken the gems away from us, but because we're not updating HUD, we won't set the text to be what the actual number is. So if we just do that again, he wants 3 gems. I'll go and give him 3 gems. Hopefully gems paid in the top left. Yeah, and it's gone down to 0. So yeah, that's it for the HUD. It's a very simple tutorial for today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you guys later.